Top 20 Greatest Western Movies of All Time. The list is not based on personal favorites, but rather the true greatness and/or success of the person, place, or thing being ranked. Top 20 All-Time list is compiled using criteria including box office and critical acclaim. 20. Tombstone, 1993. A successful lawman's plans to retire anonymously in Tombstone, Arizona are disrupted by the kind of outlaws he was famous for eliminating. 19. Johnny Guitar, 1954. After helping a wounded gang member, a strong-willed female saloon owner is wrongly suspected of murder and bank robbery by a lynch mob. 18. The Wild Bunch, 1969. An aging group of outlaws look for one last big score as the traditional American West is disappearing around them. 17. Red River, 1948. Donson leads a cattle drive, the culmination of over 14 years of work, to its destination in Missouri. But his tyrannical behavior along the way causes a mutiny, led by his adopted son. 16. Stagecoach, 1939. A group of people traveling on a stagecoach find their journey complicated by the threat of Geronimo and learn something about each other in the process. 15. The Outlaw Josey Wales, 1976. Missouri farmer Josey Wales joins a Confederate guerrilla unit and winds up on the run from the Union soldiers who murdered his family. 14. High Noon, 1952. A town marshal, despite the disagreements of his newlywed bride and the townspeople around him, must face a gang of deadly killers alone at high noon when the gang leader, an outlaw he sent up years ago, arrives on the noon train. 13. 3:10 to Yuma, 2007. A small-time rancher agrees to hold a captured outlaw who's awaiting a train to go to court in Yuma. A battle of wills ensues as the outlaw tries to psych out the rancher. 12. Dead Man, 1995. On the run after murdering a man, accountant William Blake encounters a strange Aboriginal American man named Nobody who prepares him for his journey into the spiritual world. 11. Django Unchained, 2012. With the help of a German bounty hunter, a freed slave sets out to rescue his wife from a brutal plantation owner in Mississippi. 10. True Grit, 1969. A drunken, hard-nosed U.S. Marshal and a Texas Ranger help a stubborn teenager track down her father's murderer in Indian Territory. 9. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, 1973. Pat Garrett is hired as a lawman on behalf of a group of wealthy New Mexico cattle barons to bring down his old friend Billy the Kid. 8. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962. A senator returns to a western town for the funeral of an old friend and tells the story of his origins. 7. Winchester 73, 1950. A cowboy's obsession with a stolen rifle leads to a bullet-ridden odyssey through the American West. 6. McCabe and Mrs. Miller, 1971. A gambler and a prostitute become business partners in a remote Old West mining town, and their enterprise thrives until a large corporation arrives on the scene. 5. Once Upon a Time in the West, 1968. A mysterious stranger with a harmonica joins forces with a notorious desperado to protect a beautiful widow from a ruthless assassin working for the railroad. 4. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. Wyoming, early 1900s. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid are the leaders of a band of outlaws. After a train robbery goes wrong, they find themselves on the run with a posse hard on their heels. Their solution: escape to Bolivia. 3. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, 1966. A bounty hunting scam joins two men in an uneasy alliance against a third in a race to find a fortune in gold buried in a remote cemetery. 2. The Searchers, 1956. An American Civil War veteran embarks on a years-long journey to rescue his niece from the Comanches after the rest of his brother's family is massacred in a raid on their Texas farm. 1. Unforgiven, 1992. Retired Old West gunslinger William Money reluctantly takes on one last job, with the help of his old partner Ned Logan and a young man, the Schofield Kid. Please comment on your favorite Western. Please like, subscribe and share the video.